Today I want to share with you my lightweight gear list for tea house trekkings in Nepal during the hiking season. That means dry weather and relatively moderate temperatures. That's not to say it won't be cold, but we're not talking about -40 either. Let's start with the backpack. You don't need a big pack since you'll be staying in tea houses and hostels. I'll take a 35-liter Adam pack, which is more than enough room. The removable hip belt is ideal here. I can remove it while traveling and also look a little less touristy in town. But it's great to put on while hiking and have everything within reach in combination with the shoulder pockets and bottom pocket. Now, onto the sleeping system. This is something you want to think carefully about. My consideration is based on peak season, so April to May and October to November. I'm taking a silk liner. They're really small, really light and really good to sleep in. The silk liner keeps the bag clean, but it also keeps me clean, since the blankets might not be washed that often. Other than that, a 30-degree down quilt. All the tea houses provide blankets, but during peak season with all the rooms filled and especially higher up in the mountains, it is possible that the provided blankets are not enough. Onto the biggest chunk. Clothing. The temperatures can range from about 80 degrees down below in the valleys to about 10 degrees up high on the passes. So a good layering system is essential. But I'll start from the bottom. My shoes are the Scarpa Mojitos. They are somewhere in the middle between an approach shoe and a trail runner. A lightweight shoe, non-Gore-Tex, so less sweat and less blisters, with a grippy profile and thin midsole that gives you a great feeling off the trail. I like the lacing system all the way to the toes, which allows me for precise tightening. I'll also take a pair of lightweight flip-flops. This kind of trekking is different from the general hiking you might be used to in Europe or America, and you'll have a lot of time in tea houses for dinners, breakfast and even days off due to acclimatization. Flip-flops are also great for hostels in Kathmandu, Pokhara or anywhere else in the country. Socks. Merino socks. They'll keep your feet warm and you won't stink up the room as much. I'm taking 3 pairs from Smartwool, some invisible ones for warmer temperatures and 2 pairs of regular hiking socks. It's great to have a change or a clean pair to sleep in. Trekking pants. Mine are Fjallraven High Coast, lightweight, fast drying and quite wind resistant. A pair of hiking shorts, also fast drying, I don't know the brand. And merino wool long johns for sleeping and to use as a base layer under my trekking pants if it gets really cold. They are from the Decathlon house brand. 2 pair of boxers from Icebreaker. These are lifesavers. Super comfy, odor resistant like all merino wool and relatively fast drying. Put them in a dry sack with your socks and a drop of biodegradable soap when you arrive at a tea house and give them a quick wash. They'll be dry and fresh the next day. An emergency poncho. Now, generally speaking, nothing falls from the sky halfway through October when I'm going. But the weather up in the mountains can be unpredictable, so it's good to have with you. And since shelters and small villages will never be far away, an emergency poncho should be enough. A windbreaker. A lot of the cold comes from the sharp wind, so a good windbreaker is essential. This is my trusty North Face Fanorak. I love the color scheme, though it is heavy. A Patagonia Houdini or a Montane Featherlight costs the same, are just as efficient, but are less than half the weight. Now, since you'll be hanging out in the villages along the trail a lot and the tea houses aren't heated, a down jacket is great. It packs down really small and offers the best warm to weight ratio. I've got an Ayacucho Atlas 3, which isn't the best jacket out there, but with 750 fill power for just $80, it is an awesome deal. I carry mine in a dry sack because it's a great compression bag. A nice merino sweater is my mid-layer. Many prefer fleece, but I like the feel of a wool sweater. This long sleeve merino bamboo base layer from Pelly High is one of my new favorites. The bamboo adds durability to the shirt, wicks moisture well, is much cooler on the skin and has a silk-like softness to it. And, just like wool, is naturally odor resistant. I think that this might be the ultimate combination of fabrics for a hiking base layer. A short sleeve base layer. This one from Rob is a combination of polyester and merino, so more durable in highway areas than 100% merino. It dries faster, and because the stitches are so far off the shoulders, it never irritates with the shoulder straps from my pack. But this one is noticeably less odor resistant than pure merino wool or the merino bamboo long sleeve shirt from Pelly High. Of course, a pair of gloves for cool weather. They're still relatively thin, so I can also wear and use them in tea houses when needed. With E-tip material, so I can still use my phone, and a silicone print on the inside for extra grip. I really like that you can clip them together, so you won't lose a single glove as easily. We've all been there. A buff, which is, surprise, from Merino. Very versatile. You can use it to warm your head, you can use it as a neck warmer, you can use it to protect your face from dust or sandstorms, or to quickly clean or dry stuff. If you don't generally use a buff, just try it, you'll love it. Oh, I also still need a beanie, but I want to buy that in Kathmandu. Now on to the electronics. I've got an Anker PowerCore 13,400 mAh here to charge all my electronics. What I find most important in a power bank is that you have a quick charge input. Loads of them have quick charge output, but the input is more important. You don't want to sit around and wait 12 hours for your power bank to be charged again. In the tea houses this is even more important since you often pay per hour for electricity. Smartphone, but I don't think you'll forget one. And perhaps a camera. I'm taking the trusty Sony RX100 Mark I, which I'm filming with right now. It is coming toward the end of its lifespan, but will survive one more trip. Headlamp. This is a Black Diamond Iota. Brand new, haven't used it on a trip yet. But it's small, light and with an internal battery, which was a requirement so I can charge it with my power bank. It has no red light though, but we'll see how I like it. Charging cables and a power brick. Make sure the power brick also supports quick charge or similar technology like Anker's Power IQ, otherwise you'll still charge slowly. A wallet on my body. I don't like stuff in my pocket, and it's also a safer feeling in unknown countries. A Sawyer mini water filter. Most prefer the squeeze, but that is harder to come by here in the Netherlands and I've been happy with the mini. A Sawyer water bottle with a sports cap to back flush the filter. 1 liter platypus bag for dirty water. Some sunglasses. The sun in the Himalayas will just scorch your eyeballs. A small travel towel. Toilet bag with brush, paste, hand sanitizer, Vaseline, lip balm, biodegradable all-purpose soap, contact lenses and some contact lens fluid. Very important, a small medicine bag. This one has some Imodium, diarrhea is part of the fun in Asia. Ibuprofen, altitude sickness pills, betadine, couple of band-aids and Leukoplast for sore spots and blister prevention. Also coming with me a ditty bag with repair tape, a bit of duct tape, wires, safety pin, needle, rubber bands, alcohol preps and a backup sports cap. So that's it, my sub 10 pound base weight for hiking in the peak seasons in Nepal. If you like this video, subscribe for more, and as always, thank you for watching.